Hey everyone, Rhyteous here. So, here's this one. Um, I was sitting here, always Facebook, scrolling through Facebook, and seeing people's children, and I'm just having this thought about when I first realized that almost all children are accidents, and how it kind of blew my mind, and I had to stop for a while and think about it. And then I thought about it even more, and it got even worse. I was realizing that not only does the couple, or the woman, I guess in this case, depending on the situation, now have this thing coming at a certain date that they didn't even want anyway, but they have to realize that any feeling that they have felt that they didn't want to feel, they have to discover a way to make sure that this thing doesn't feel that, right? And at the same time, the kind of lie that they have to live to then love this thing that they didn't want in the first place, it's just so weird. And I mean, that's just like the logical reality, right? I mean, serotonin plays a big part, in why people love their children. That's something that I could go off into a tangent about. But just the general idea is that most people are mistakes. I don't want to say accidents, because I don't believe in accidents, but there's an intention. Like you knew what you were doing, whether you knew that you had the control at the time or not. You did. You just choose not to use it. So these people have this baby that they never wanted in the first place. People are so fucked up. God, we're so stupid. And then they have to love it, and it will grow up. Think about this for a second. It will grow up never having known that you didn't even want it to exist in the first place. Is anybody else with me on this? Is anybody else understanding? So it blew my mind a little bit again, to think about it on that kind of level, and to realize, like, not only is it a mistake, not only is it an accident, if you will, for the sake of common phrases or words, but you just, like, you have to live this lie, right? Maybe that's why people get so upset. Maybe that's why people become so frustrated, because they can only pretend to love this thing for 20 years, and then they just have a mental breakdown and they have to go buy a Corvette or something. And it's just part of life, I guess. It's just like living any other lie. It's just like living the lie that you like your job. It's just like living the lie that your family is okay. It's just whatever lies you're living. I don't know what lies you're living. Everybody's living lies, though. So it was just it's just something I was thinking about. Welcome to the musical love sack. Exclusive video footage, and my giant pile of magic cards back there. That's about all you get. Sorry. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure that's pretty controversial, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't want to have this child, and you're having this child, and you've accepted to have this child, right? Or you don't. Good for you. Like, if you don't want it, don't fucking have it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not hurting anybody's feelings other than the people that are already here, and that's not their decision anyway. So fuck those people. Like, just right off. But I don't know. People having babies they don't want, people they don't like. People never, you notice how they never get with somebody that they want to be with to have the baby, right? Like, it's always, and there are people, right? I know people who have planned pregnancies with people they want to be with, but it's fucking rare. especially in Oklahoma. I don't know if it's just this place or what, but I'm certainly jaded because of this environment. You know, I've yet to experience the California lifestyle and how they have their children, and which parties most of their babies were conceived at. But this fucking place. This is gonna be more of a rant than anything, so we'll see if this one even gets uploaded. But babies, children, kids, people having them, not wanting them, and then loving the shit out of them. Like, at first you would think you wouldn't, right? You're gonna have to love this thing, and then you just do love this thing, right? Like, it's been a part of you for so long before it's even come out, and now it's out, and you just how could you not love it, right? It's just nature. That's just part of it. You're supposed to love this thing, you know. We understand that it's in us, but what happens when that child grows up and they realize, like I did, or like anybody does, that just what it really means to be, you know, a mistake, and what it really means to just be alive in general. You know, like, you look at all these people in the world and think about how many of them are just the result of biology. You know, they're just the result of people wanting to fuck other people. And then you're here. And then you know what they want you to do? They want grandkids. They want you to fuck other people so they can experience it by proxy. They want they want to live through you now vicariously. So you can just go ahead and continue that on and give them children who will give you grandchildren, and it's just like, fucking do something. Do something else, you know what I mean? How easy is it to have sex? So simple. Do it smart. And only have a baby when you want to, like, if you really need to. If you run a business and you want somebody to take it over, have a child. If you need more people to, you know, harvest your crops, have a child. But just, like, the fact that we're just having people, just like we buy new cars or do anything else, you know, like, to improve our image, is just absolutely ridiculous. And, you know, kudos to the people who love their children, but the fact that they were a mistake is something they're going to find out eventually anyway. And then how are they going to think about it, you know? I mean, yeah, you may love them, but it still wasn't the intention to have them, or at least you didn't think that it was. That's a whole nother, that's a whole nother shuck-a-muck. Alright, well, I'm gonna get off of here. I think that was pretty much it, and I don't know if a point was made, but hopefully there's some things that I've said in there that are going to provoke some thoughts and get you guys thinking. So, until next time, signing out.